Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Second Helpings, y'all. Thanks for coming. My name is Linda Broadfoot, and I am humbled and honored to serve as the CEO here at Second Helpings. And I'm so glad to have you all here celebrating Class 153 of our Culinary Job Training Program. 154. So first we're going to introduce the graduates, and then we'll get to it, okay? So coming up first, Eric Burdine III. Neka Ladapo Ogunleye. Brooke Moore. Look at those shoes, Brooke. Matthew Osborne. Marco Simmons. Consietta Turner. Wylonda Washington. To announce the chef instructors for this program, Chef Kyle Burnett and John Eskelson. Thank you. Thank you for being a part of this program. Thank you for the energy you've brought to this building every day. It doesn't get old, you guys. We do these every 7 or 8 weeks. We have a graduation. And it is a joy and an exciting day every single time. So thank you for bringing that joy, that love of learning to this place. Family members, friends, raise your hands. Kudos to you. They did not make it through this without you and your support. 7 weeks. It is hard work, right? It is hard work. These two put you through it. I know. We want to thank our sponsors of this class, Jim and Jeanette Lowe's. I know they wrote notes to our graduates, so thank you so much to them for supporting the program. We also, yes, give it up. Our employers that we get to go visit, spend time with, that hopefully hire all these guys afterwards. I know we have one in the room. Any other employers here? Thank you so much. Congratulations, we've got much more to come, but first it is my pleasure to introduce the fabulous Mark Mullins from Channel 6 News.
Thank you, everybody. Good morning. I am with WRTV Channel 6, which has been a proud partner with Second Helpings for years, and always honored to serve as the MC for one of the signature events that Second Helpings puts on, and that's Corks and Forks at Gamebridge Fieldhouse, which brings so many people together to raise money for the amazing programs and the charity work that Second Helpings does. So my hat is off to you for the hard work that you've put into this program. I've learned about it over the years. I know that it is really a chance to lift yourselves up by the bootstraps. They say that, on a plane, when there is a pressure problem, that you put your own mask on first before you can help others. And it takes a lot, I think, to step out of that and consciously take care of you first. Sometimes you have to take care of you first. Get to the places you want to be. Go through the challenges you will need to face in order to be armed and ready to serve others. And I think now that you guys have gone through this course, you are now ready to serve others in a way with education and skills that nobody now can take away from you ever. That is yours. That is yours. The hard work you put in has earned you this. So I think you should all be proud, as I'm proud of you today. I can't wait to see you out in the community, in different places. You know, every time I run into folks around town and we talk about Second Helpings, they say, we just hired somebody from there, and they're one of our best employees. So I'd really love to see what you have in store. I'll keep this brief, and I'll leave you with one more saying. They say that if you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, and you feed him for a lifetime. And that's exactly what's going on here. You've been taught to fish, and now you can feed others for a lifetime. So go out, do good work. Congratulations on making it through these grueling 7 weeks. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Eric, for being here. I always struggle. So first of all, I got to admit, I'm kind of to the place where I don't really write anything anymore. I don't prepare. I don't write it down. When I first started, I loved doing that, but I found it to become more real of me to speak. And on the way here today, I was sitting at a stoplight, and I got the idea of a bridge. And so that's what we're going to talk about. That's what I'd like to leave you with. In this life, we all cross bridges. Everybody. At some point, right, we all have to cross a bridge. And sometimes, in many bridges, sometimes the bridges are low to the ground, safe, sturdy, right? If you lose your footing, you slip, you're going to get bruised up, maybe sprain your ankle, right? But you can still cross the bridge. Sometimes in life, the bridge is a little taller, but it's still sturdy, right? And so people with the fear of heights, they might get a little uncomfortable, even though that bridge is sturdy, but they're not going to fall. The fear is weak in that situation. And we all have to cross that kind of bridge. Maybe some of us aren't afraid of heights and we can just stroll right across the bridge. But sometimes in life, at some point, we all have a vision. And to get to that vision, you have to climb a mountain. And then you get to maybe the midway point of that mountain, and there's a bridge. And you have to cross the bridge. These are the bridges that can be scary. They are unsturdy. Maybe they're really old, rickety. They sway with the wind. The boards are rotted out. Boards are missing, right? You could lose your footing. You could slip. You could fall. The mist can cover. You no longer see the path. Those are the bridges that everyone gets scared of. But you have to keep going. Because on the other side is your vision, the dream, the goal. You have to keep the faith. You have to trust the bridge and the journey. And that's what I want to leave you guys with. You've all crossed the bridge today. But the challenge isn't over. It's going to get harder. It has to get harder. Right? Because when you run a marathon, the easy part is at the start. It's 4 miles in, 5 miles in, 6 miles in, that the muscles start getting weak. The doubt starts to play in. And that's when you want to give up. I know over the past 7 weeks, each one of you I've had a sit down with at some point. You've all been through something to keep you from trying to finish this thing. But here we are. Here we are. Do not give up. because the harder the battle, like Les Brown says, the sweeter the victory. Keep fighting, keep pushing. I believe in you. Chef John believes in you. Second Helpings believes in you. We're all here for you. And when it gets rough, when you feel like you don't know which way to go, or you feel like you're in the mist on that bridge, come back. That's what we're here for, is to keep you going. Next, I would like to introduce Chef John Askelson.
Well, I have not been doing this for years, so I did prepare something because I saw this and I thought instantly of my class. This is my first full class.
Yeah.
First, I'd like to welcome all the families and guests, graduates, colleagues, donors, and volunteers. Thank you for coming to Class 154 graduation for the Culinary Job Training Program here at Second Helpings. Second Helpings Culinary Job Training Program exposes students to a range of culinary techniques and conduct certifications and soft skill development, all to help them maneuver through today's job landscape. Here at Second Helpings, we have remarkable resources on our side. The hub and food rescue teams do a great job getting us snacks and frozen chickens and fish, but we know they do much more than that. But CJT has a special thanks to the Hunger Relief Team for helping us in a pinch if we need something fresh, or storing 20 gallons of chicken broth for the CJT in your cooler. And to our volunteers, what can I say? You all are great folks, and we really appreciate your service around here. I would also like to thank the Lowe's family for sponsoring CJT Class 154. Without our donors, much of this year at Second Helpings is impossible. But they're all part of the arms that hold CJT and its staff and students up. And we all thank you for all that you give and do around here. I would like to thank colleagues, Ms. Tanya Watson, Ms. Ann King, Chef Kyle Burnett. Nago is off on a wonderful vacation, and our Director of Programs, and Linda Broadfoot, our awesome CEO. Let's kind of get to the meat of this. I saw this, I know, on TikTok. Old guy like me, right? So I caught this on TikTok. It's a powerful theologian named Bishop T.D. Jakes. He once spoke of crushed people and arrows. I found a parallel here in Second Helpings CJT. Jakes came to speak about people who suffered in life, and it occurred to him that for those who he anointed, he will most crush most severely. That sounds horrible. Oh my goodness, But Jakes goes on to say that he had never met an exceptional person who hadn't been exceptionally crushed in their life. I'll get to the arrows in a second. Graduates, you all started this journey here at Second Helpings a couple months ago now. We had a lot of different people. We had a lot of different dreams or goals, or I should say. Dreams are just dreams. They're in the cloud. Goals are, we put them in line and we have a date. So we learned the difference between that. I bet none of you ever thought we would be teaching you how to shoot a bow and arrow here. A bow and arrow? What? Yeah, let's walk you through what we did. When you're starting to shoot a bow and arrow, you have steps, and you want to position yourself with good foot and body placement. You all walked, you rode bikes, You caught a bus. You drove a car to get here and showed up every day, working every day to position yourself truer to your target than the day before. You stand upright with pride and place your feet and shoulder width apart to stabilize your body, to hold your peace. Now this stance must be comfortable enough to hold for long periods of time. How long, you ask? Long it takes. Now with your left hand, take the bow in a firm grip as if you were holding your chef knife. And attach or knock the arrow to the string. All right, we gather our hand and we pinch it the way we would gather our fingers and knuckles to guide our blades. Okay? Point your bow at the target or goal or vision, or as chef would say, our sweet spot. All right? Draw back towards your body as far as you possibly can. Aim at your target, goal, vision, sweet spot. Release the arrow and the string. Execute techniques learned right here. So in closing, remember this. It is the force at which you are pulled back or crushed that determines the height and distance your life's arrow is shot. Class 154, it is your turn to shoot. Release into the world.
All right, so let's get on to the fun stuff. So over the course of the program here, we have modules, and we have 4 modules. Each module, the first 3 modules are 2 weeks each, and then the last module is 1 week. And during that time, we have opportunities to win awards and certificates. And we close the graduation with the kind of the culmination of all of that. And so the first award that we're going to give today is for the certificate on the outstanding performance for ServSafe. And ServSafe is an important award because we all know food safety is important. At Second Helpings, we take safety as the #1 priority, above our passion for food, above our passion for teaching, all the way down to the volunteer level. We build into the DNA of Second Helpings that safety is important. So the students come through ServSafe. We teach them the food handler level with the opportunity to move up to the manager level post-graduation. And so we honor the highest scoring score on the ServSafe exam. So for this student, it was a phenomenal score. It was a 100. And yeah. So as I would like to say, they absolutely killed it on the ServSafe exam. And this goes to Neka Ladapo Odanyo.
The next certificate for outstanding performance in knife skills. Boy, it was something else to watch them first couple days. We had a lot of misuse, things of that. But I'm happy to say that we have gotten past all that. We've gotten to a really good spot. But one of the people that really shines, pays a lot of attention to what they're doing, especially with knife skills, especially the practical, is Miss Brooke Moore.
my favorite award. Everybody knows this one, the Ralph Comstock Soup Award. Everybody knows this is my favorite award. So for those who don't know, Ralph Comstock Soup Award is held in Chef Ralph Comstock's honor. Chef Ralph was a faithful volunteer here at Second Helpings, but also just a giant of industry in the culinary world. And he worked for Aramark. He was an adjunct instructor. After over 30 years of time with Ivy Tech, he retired, and he continued well to the end of his life here as a volunteer at Second Helpings. And he would come in and teach the students his recipes. He would work with them, just guide them, teach them all things soup and stocks. And it was just an absolute passion of his and a way to give back. And I'm serious. There's pictures of him walking through here with his little walker, walking around teaching students all the way up till the time he passed. And so we hold this in his honor. And it's a fun day. It's everybody's favorite day here. The students love it, the volunteers and staff. And they blind draw soups. And the volunteers and staff vote on their favorite soups. And we even mix up the students so nobody knows who prepared what. And it's just a good time. And the chefs, we don't vote, of course. So we are in the mix and helping them develop their soups to make them the best that we can. And that being said, this class did not disappoint. They all, I know we say this every time, but we really do, but they all delivered some incredible soups. And you guys have been waiting to find this out since the day we closed it out. I got bribes. They were trying to get it, squeeze it out of us, but we wait for this moment. And the winner, which it really surprised me that this won. Yeah, seriously, it really surprised me that this won, because you would think that this isn't something that is like super popular, like a lot of people like it, but everybody's like, what is it? What is it? The winner was Clam Chowder by Wylonda Washington. Listen, when I say perfect, it was perfect. And I'm a little biased because I love clam chowder, but this she killed it. Great job.
But just to be clear, she never had the soup before she had the soup.
Never had tried it either.
Man, I was like, okay, there you go. Okay, that was awesome. Right. Okay, all right. This certificate is for the perfect attendance for the entire program. You want me to call out all four, and then we'll do a picture, or you want to do them separately? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh yeah.
Yep. You want to call them all four at the same time? Okay. Through thick and thin, through uphill both ways, the weather, I got problems with this, I got problems with that. I made it a point to be here every single day. Okay? I'm going to call all four of you up here, and we'll get your certificates held out at that time. First up is Eric Burdine. Nika Gongale. Brooke Moore. And last but certainly not least, Miss Consietta Turner.
So that's it for the certificates. Next, I would like to invite up CEO Linda Broadfoot so we can move on to the next part.
All right, this is it. This is the actual graduation. Are you ready? Do you want me to draw it out like he did? Well, graduation means... All right, we'll call you up one at a time. We'll do diplomas, and we'll cheer as loud as we possibly can for these 8 amazing folks, right? Okay, Eric Burdine III, congratulations. Congratulations, sir. Yes. We can stay here and clap all day. I don't care. I'm for it. Neka Ladapo Oguleye. Brooke Moore. I'm wearing white next time. Matthew Osborne.
Way to go, man.
Well, Marco Simmons. Consietta Turner. There were bonus points for tears. Wylanda Washington. Joshua Wilson. So you thought that was the most exciting and most important part. I think the most exciting and most important part is when we hear directly from these 8 amazing graduates. Up first, Eric Berdine III.
I just want to thank everybody here. I want to thank everybody here, my classmates, especially Chef John, Chef Kyle, my family, of course, myself. That's pretty much it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Eric. Neka.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out today to support us. First of all, I want to say I'm so grateful for life. I'm appreciative of to be alive. I mean, when you are alive, you have hope. And I also want to thank my family. I want to thank my husband. Thank you for your prayers and for your support. I appreciate you, baby. You know that. Thank you, my daughter, my sons. Thank you so much for supporting me, for pushing me all the time, and telling me I can do this. I want to thank all our supporters here, the sponsors. I want to thank the amazing team at the Second Helpings. I want to thank Linda. I want to thank Tanya, Anne. I want to thank Michelle and the Hub team and the Hunger Relief team and all the volunteers and all the employees. Everybody here has been exceptionally wonderful. I mean, I look forward to coming here every day. I cannot not come here. And I cannot go further without thanking my amazing chefs. Chef Kai, thank you so much. You are so relatable. There's nothing I said I wasn't going to do this. You want to listen. You have the heart of a gold. I don't have problem coming to you and telling you what I'm struggling with in the class or something. I mean, you're just down to earth. You know, you're just like a brother. Thank you for being an amazing mentor. Thank you for pushing us. Thank you for wanting us to be so exceptional. You don't want us to cut corners. You said you have to prove yourself. You have to be excellent. So that when you go there, you represent not only yourself, you represent this place, and you represent humanity. Thank you so much. I cannot forget you in a hurry. You know that. Thank you, Chef John. You are an epitome of knowledge. You are an encyclopedia of knowledge. I mean, you delve into everything. Like, I'm like, okay, how old is he now? But thank you so much. You go down there, both of you're right there with us. You do everything, but you want to make sure we're doing it right. And I enjoyed this class. I really did. I wish it's longer than this, but hey, I gotta go. But thank you so much. My comment helping, I don't think was a coincidence. Initially, I thought, but I don't think so. I was surfing the internet for where to volunteer, a kitchen to volunteer. I think I started first with Ronald McDonald, but they didn't reach back, and I continued searching, and I saw Second Helping. Until I came here, I did not know exactly what they I just came to volunteer, but I got to meet this amazing lady, and she kind of gave me a rundown. Oh, I'm like, okay, so I can like not only come here and volunteer, but I can also, but going into it, I didn't know what I was gonna expect, but it blew my mind. We thought how to cook, how to skills in the food industry, but the life skill we've been taught, my goodness, how not only to be a good chef, but to function holistically. More don't only listen, breaks it down day to day, and he wants to hear us. They want to hear us talk back and say what we're grabbing from it. It is priceless. I've learned so much. I've grown so much in it's 7 weeks. I'm not the same person I was when I came in through the door. I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not the same person. I know that I'm gonna go take this and run with it, and I'm giving you guys my word. I'm not gonna disappoint you. You've given us so much to work with. You gave so much to work with. What do with this, and I promise something with it. And my classmate. I gotta read this. Life is not what you expect. It is made up of most unexpected turns. For some of us, it may take longer to life twist and turn before finally figuring it out, what exactly you are supposed to be doing. But no matter what life offers or throws you, your ability to be adaptable and flexible will help you stay open to all the hidden gifts that difficulties may offer. But do not allow anybody to tell you that you cannot do it. Forget about your yesterday. That's what we've had all the 7 weeks. That you are better. What you've learned here, what you've heard great and mighty people say, they were once like you and me, and they choose to excel in whatever they do. They break boundaries, they break the ceilings, and they went for it. Don't allow your yesterday to define who you are. Who you are today is the most important thing, and who you're going to be in the future. And so Eric, Brooke, Josh, Wylanda, Consiera, Marco, Oz, I wouldn't have wanted to do it with anybody else. This class, I'm supposed to graduate with the class 153. For whatever reason, I fell ill, but I know why. I'm supposed to be with this class. You guys inspire me. We cook together. We learn together. We struggle together. We cry together. We're going to do it together. We're winning this. We can. We must. And we will. Go forward and do your best in life. I'm proud of you guys. And thank you, everybody, for believing in us. Thank
you. Ladies and gentlemen, Brooke Moore.
She said she prepared a speech and she didn't go off her prepared speech. I don't know if I could top it. I prepared my speech today. I'm going to start off with a small joke. My name is Brooke with the extra O. So my birth certificate says my name is Brooke. I'm not sure if you read the bio yet, but without every aspect of that I wrote about, there would not be this Brooke Moore that's speaking to you today. I am proud to add to my small list of accolades that I am now a Second Helpings CJT graduate. A few things my bio did not state about me is that I am left-handed. I tend to think outside the box. I can't see that well either. May is Mental Health Illness Month, and my bio states that I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. My classmates recognized some of the symptoms during these 7 weeks, and they still dealt with me. Thank you. I can't see. So my short-term goals are to gain employment as soon as possible. My master's thesis by this time next year. My long-term goal is to complete my doctorate degree by 2028. In class 154, we had a Marine, we had an ex-sheriff, a previous food truck operator, master gardener, a few singers, a millennial, former restaurant managers, college degree holders, and ministry leaders. We have put blood, sweat, and tears to accomplish our goals. We are sons and daughters, brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers, uncles and aunties, grandmothers and grandfathers, students and teachers. We are all overcomers. We are achievers. We are great. I was told that we are class 154, but I bid that we are team 154. I was told the acronym for team is together, everyone achieves more. I want to thank Team 154, including our great chefs, Chef Kyle and Chef John. I thank all 7 of my classmates. Without all 10 of us, my learning experience would not have been the same on this 7th. I thank our family and friends who supported us through this training program. I also want to thank Lowe's for sponsoring our class. I too listened to the Jakes, and during one of the struggling of the program, Sarah Jakes, and she said she was talking about triggers. This was was about spiritual triggers, but for me, I was going through bipolar triggers. So I thank you all for dealing with me. Thank you.
Matthew Osborne, come on up.
Well, folks, what can I say? You guys are beautiful. You're top of the line. You stick together. And you're right. Blood, sweat, and tears. Thank you guys, all of you, for coming. Especially my girls back there. Sponsors, I'd like to point out a couple of people who's actually kept me here. One of them is Tanya. With her smile and her temperament, every day, just beautiful. Chef Kyle and Chef John, you're amazing. You're not only my chefs, but you're my friends. And damn close friends, too. Our sponsor, Lowe's, all of the staff. The staff is amazing. When I tell you how this got started, I was hurt. I got a torn tendon in my shoulder. And like Chef Kyle, when he recognized Second Helpings, I sat down on the bus and I was on my way back to the facility, the medical facility that I was living at. And right there, above me, was a sign for second helpings. It said, change your life, change your career. And I was like, well, I'm going to get free education. Usually it costs $25,000. And all they do is learn that degree. We learn life skills. We learn management. We learned how to survive together. So Chef Kyle said that he was driving down the road, thing happened to him with the sign. And that was just weird, you know. And King for getting everything together for all of us in order to get some employment. I really don't know what else to say, except for every time that I stepped on this property, my mood changed. I was happier. I felt better. When I didn't, I had my two friends here that I could talk to. I got a couple of girls back there who was at the facility, the medical facility that I was at, and I'm very happy to have you here. You guys just don't understand how good this place makes you feel. And that's everybody, staff, the volunteers, amazing. Everywhere you go, and this is no lie, and you're gonna think that I'm pulling your leg, but everywhere you go in this place, how you doing? Smile from ear to ear. Looks like a possum. And you just you be quiet. Because I know exactly what you're thinking.
I was just wondering what was going to happen.
The funny part about it is I'm pretty sure that Chef John and I was at the same concert years ago. And by the description of the things that happened at the concert, I'm pretty sure that we were both there. And it's funny. That's part of our relationship is music. So anyway, I'd like to thank everybody again. Thanks for not giving up.
Up next, Marco Simmons.
How y'all doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I want to thank Second Helpings. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you for all the volunteers, chefs, Miss Linda, Tanya, Miss Ann. You guys did an amazing job with putting this together. Chefs, everything. Everything that we learned. Yes, you guys taught us some valuable lessons. To my class, remember, your mind is very powerful. I talked about it all 7 weeks. You change your mind, you can change your life. Don't let your mind overtake you. Don't let it take you down a road that you don't want to be at. Your mind is very powerful. All the motivational speakers that we talked about, it all started in the mind. And once they change their mindset, they change their life. So just think about that. The next time that you have a down moment, or things ain't going your way. It doesn't have to ruin your day. It doesn't have to ruin your life. Keep going forward. Change your mind. You change your life. Like I said, second helpings. Thank you. Thank you guys a lot. I enjoy cooking. I actually found out that I can, so that's a plus to my wonderful kids. Thank you guys for pushing me. Let me know I can do it, and let me know that I can cook. I really appreciate it. I thank Second Helpings again. I thank you guys so much. You guys are very dear to my heart. I'll make sure to come back to volunteer and let you guys know what's my next endeavor. To my classmates, I love you guys. Keep pushing forward, and we got this. We got this.
Consietta Turner, come on up.
I said I wasn't going to cry, but I want to thank God first. And I want to thank myself most of all because coming here to Second Helping helped me overcome some fears and some challenges in my life. I want to thank everybody here at Second Helping because you all was encouraging in some kind of way in my life that I needed. Miss Ann, Chef Cal, Chef John, I thank y'all so much because when I wanted to give up, y'all pushed me and you talked with me and you encouraged me to go on. I would like to thank my classmates. I would like to thank my biggest encouragers, Wylanda and Miss Tanya. Miss Tanya. You touched me in a way that I can never forget. And I thank you for that. I would like to thank my children. It's just overwhelming right now. I would like to thank myself for not giving up on myself. That's right.
Love you, girl. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wylanda Washington, you're up.
Wow, journey. Yes, I have to first give honor to God, who is truly the head of my life. I am so grateful just to Second Helpings, to the program period, because actually it is far beyond what I could have imagined. I was not expecting half of what I got. And when I tell you it was mind-blowing for me, it was mind-blowing. But with that, just the staff, my chefs, Chef Kyle, Chef John, Linda, Tanya, Ann, you guys are so amazing. So amazing, so amazing. My classmates, yes, we did it as a team, and I'm grateful. And was there some challenges? Yes. Yes, they were. But through it all, it also was a learning process for all of us to know that we can do it. Wow. So amazing. And in that same, I just want to tell my classmates, really, this is how I see you and how we have come together. Red and yellow, green and blue, purple and orange and white. I can see a rainbow, and it's just like each and every one of you. Thank you.
One more. Keep it together, Linda. Joshua Wilson.
I'm gonna kind of wrap this up and gotta make it quick for everybody because I'm the last one. I want to thank Chef Kyle, Chef John, everybody here at Second Helpings. Everybody took something from this class. I got brothers and sisters, not just friends. Thank you, Miss Ann. Thank you, Miss Tanya. Thank you, Chef Kathy. And I mean, just for it all, it's amazing. And if anybody know anybody that needs this program, this is for them.
Those are the best graduation speeches I've seen yet, y'all. Holy cow! And you all know you're in the family forever, right? We're not done with you. You are a part of Second Helpings from this day forward. You are welcome in this building any day. We are here to support you as you continue on your journey, so I look forward to seeing you all the time. Keep coming back.
Thank you.
It is now my pleasure to introduce one of our illustrious board members, Eric Halverson from Kroger, who's a very generous supporter of everything here at Second Helping. So thank you, Eric, for being here.
Well, good morning. I got to admit, it's a little intimidating to follow all of these wonderful people. It reminds me, also, I'm not like Chef Kyle. I'm deep into the AARP zone. I have notes, so I may refer to them along the way, but I do want to stick with some advice I learned years ago about be sincere, be brief. So I'm not going to keep you up here too long, but I do want to say how grateful I am to be part of this celebration, because to see how Second Helpings, just here as a member of the community, but also now as a member of the board. And I know everyone on the board and everyone in the administration here takes seriously the mission of transforming lives through the power of food. It is a huge commitment. It makes a difference around Indianapolis, and I know how powerful those words are. We see it with what we've heard today. It really touches me. And we know, I think, outside the food rescue part of Second Helpings is what gets a lot of the attention. And it's not a surprise when you figure out that, especially in the last couple of years, I think all of America has suddenly become more concerned and more aware of the hunger relief issues around Indianapolis and beyond. So it's a big deal to know that we're all helping to put food on the table, nutritious food for people in need. That's one of the reasons Kroger enjoys being part of the Second Helpings family, because we created something called Zero Hunger, Zero Waste, with the idea that we're going to end hunger in Kroger communities across the country, end hunger in Kroger communities, and there's no better partner in that work than Second Helpings. But there is another reason we're proud of this partnership with Second Helpings, and it's the people. It's all of you and what you've accomplished. And again, I'm not going to sing. I don't have cool shoes like you. But it's the opportunity to see what you can do, what your chefs can teach you to create meaningful careers in the culinary industry. And I'm relieved to see that Chef Kyle and Chef John are not like the sassy, loud chefs that we see on TV. You don't have to be afraid of them. the way some of them are on TV. But I don't get the sense any of you were really frightened about taking on this challenge. You were courageous. You are now part of a long line of achievers, bakers, chefs, cooks, entrepreneurs, people who have taken what they've learned here and turned it into something new. You all have talents you never knew you had. And I'm reminded of a board meeting, and we'll see if you can test. Quick test. How many sauces? Is there a 5 sauce? Isn't there 5 mother sauces or something? Okay. We talked about that in a board meeting once. I couldn't recite them, but I know those are the kinds of things you know. Knife skills, food safety, all the things you know now that you didn't expect to know. And if you decide after you've been at it for a while, traditional food service isn't for you, I know a grocery store company that might be able to use some of your talents. So keep Kroger in mind, we're always hiring. And congratulations on your achievements and the opportunities that will come from the training and the commitment you put in here. It was worth the investment. And on behalf of the board, we're proud to be part of your life and success. Thank you.
Excellent. With that, I just say one last thank you. Thank you to our graduates. Thank you to our chefs. Thank you to the rest of our culinary job training team. Ann and Tanya have gotten a lot of shout outs today, well deserved. Thank you to all the chefs, employers, partners, family members, friends that support this program. Thank you to the sponsors of this particular class, Jim and Jeanette Lowe's, for their generosity. Our next class, we will graduate our 1,000th graduate. Yep. So that's 1,000 people out around central Indiana contributing to the richness and the vibrancy of our community. I love being at local restaurants, so I look forward to seeing what y'all are cooking up around the city. Learn more about this program. Anybody in this room or anybody watching at home to be a part of the Culinary Job Training Program, to come and help us create meals to feed our community, and many other ways. Go to secondhelpings.org to learn more. Have a wonderful day. Congratulations.